All right, the court is calling cause number 2016 DCM 6996. This is a hearing on a petition filed by the Attorney General's office here in El Paso. It's entitled this Uniform Interstate Family Support Act petition seeking to modify a previous order in this case. The parties in this case are Gabriel Perea and Ana Leon. Both parties are present before me on this Zoom application since we cannot appear in court due to the current pandemic crisis here in El Paso. However, the state of Texas, the Office of Court Administration, and the local Council of Judges have permitted courts to conduct remote hearings, and we're doing so on this Zoom application. Record this matter is being live streamed on the YouTube channel. That is to comply with the Texas rules that we have to keep courts open to the public. However, as soon as this hearing is concluded, that live stream will be taken off the YouTube channel. I am recording the evidence on this computer-generated recording system. My name is Antonio Rodriguez. I am the Associate Judge for the Title 4D Court here in El Paso, Texas, commonly referred to as the Child Support Court. Parties are present. They ask parties to conduct themselves as if they were in court because you are in court before me. And I understand from the Attorney General's office that there appears to be an agreement in this matter. I'll ask Mr. Knauth, the Assistant Attorney General, to make an announcement on this case, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. After conferring with both of the parties, an agreement has been reached in this case.
All right. Let me have both parties, Ms. Leon and Mr. Perea, please raise your right hand so I can swear you in. And Mr. Perea, I can't see you, but I'm assuming that you are raising your right hand, sir.
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Go ahead, put your hands down. All right, Mr. Knauth, what is the agreement in this matter?
Yes. Again, after conferring with the parties, that they agree that the child should be covered under Ms. Leon's health insurance policy, which she has through another source, her husband, and that Mr. Perea should reimburse her $28 per month in medical support to help cover the child's portion of that insurance. Furthermore, as Mr. Perea is between jobs right now, that the minimum wage presumption should be used for the purposes of calculating child support, and that he should pay child support in the amount of $164 per month. Both of these amounts to begin as of December 1st, 2020, and continuing monthly thereafter.
Okay. All right, Mr. Perea, I'm going to ask you first. You heard the agreement as recited by the Attorney General. Is this what you have agreed upon, sir?
Yes.
And Ms. Leon, is this what you have agreed upon?
Yes.
All right, having heard the parties stipulate on the record with regard to that agreement, the court will approve the agreement and make that the court order that is to be issued in this case. Okay. Obligations are to commence on December 1. Is that right, Mr. Knauth?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, I'll approve the agreement. Mr. Knauth will go ahead and prepare the order, send it to me to that DocuSign application. Once I receive it, I will sign it. The order will be filed with the clerk's office, and copies will be sent to the parties. Is there anything else in this matter, Mr. Knauth?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Ms. Leon, any questions or anything else, ma'am?
No, that's it.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Perea, is this your agreement as well? Do you have any questions or anything else, sir?
No.
All right, that will conclude our hearing for today. Thank you all for your participation today. Sorry for the time lag in getting everybody logged in and signed in, but at least we were able to accomplish this matter. With that being said, then that does conclude our hearing for today. Parties are excused. Thank you all very much. You can all sign off now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Kaplan?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that the parties have reached an agreement on most issues except the issue of visitation. Is it possible to bring Mr. Ruiz from his breakout room for a hearing on this matter?
Okay, he's still in breakout room number 1. I'm going to go ahead and close out that room so that'll prompt him to come into the session. He should be here momentarily. Okay. All right, I see Mr. Ruiz.
Yes.
Hi. Can you hear me now, Mr. Ruiz?
Yes.
And Ms. Wissar, are you there, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. All right, I have both parties online now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call the case. This is, the court is calling cause number 2020 DCM 2354. This is a hearing on a petition of the Attorney General's office. It's entitled "A Suit Affecting Parent-Child Relationship with an Acknowledgement." Excuse me, we're having a hearing. Okay, there appears to be 2 minor children before the court. Parties are Jesus Ruiz and Jacqueline Wissar. Both parties are present before me. Let me see here. I will advise parties that I expect everybody to conduct themselves accordingly as if they were in court, because you are in court before me. I am the associate judge in this case, Antonio Rodriguez. And we're conducting this hearing on Zoom application since we cannot appear in court due to the current pandemic crisis. Okay? This evidence is being recorded on the computer recording system. This time, I'll ask the Attorney General to make an announcement on this case.
Lindsay Kaplan for the state, Your Honor. The parties have reached an agreement on a lot of the issues. I'd like to recite the matters agreed upon prior to moving forward to the contested matter before the court. The parties agree to share in decision-making together, also known as joint managing conservatorship. The parties agree to a geographic restriction to El Paso County or the surrounding counties. The parties further agree to Mr. Ruiz participating in the NCPGS's job placement program in order to assist him with finding gainful employment to facilitate the payment of his child support obligation. The is based on the minimum wage presumption for 2 children before the court and no others. That amount is $270 a month beginning December 1st, 2020, with a step down amount of $216 per month when the oldest child emancipates. The medical support obligation is $57 a month beginning December 1st, 2020. Ms. Wissar is to apply for and maintain government insurance for the benefit of the children. There is no retroactive child support in this case. since Ms. Ruiz has provided some support since the separation of the parties. The remaining contested issue before the court at this time is the issue of visitation. Permission to question the parties regarding this issue.
Okay, well, hold on a second. Let me pull the parties. Mr. Ruiz, you heard the agreement is recited by the Attorney General. Is this what you have agreed upon, sir?
I'm sorry, it was
Ruiz,
cutting out. Yes, it was cutting out. I'm sorry.
did you hear the agreement, the agreed order that's stated by the Attorney General? You all talked about it. Is this
Yes.
your agreement? Yes?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. I'm hearing some background noises. Can you please, background noise, please. Ms. Wissar, you heard the agreement as recited by the Attorney General. Is this
Yes,
what
sir.
you agreed upon so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Having heard the parties stipulate on the record with regard to those matters agreed upon, the court will adopt that agreement and make that agreement part of the court order that is to be issued in this case. Did I already swear the parties in, Ms. Kaplan? I'm not. Let me go ahead and do that anyway. All right. If I can have both of you please raise your right hands so I can swear you in. Ms. Whitaker, I cannot see you, so I'm assuming that you are raising your right hand, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ruiz?
Yes.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll now proceed on the remaining issue, which appears to be on the issue concerning visitation. All right, Ms. Kaplan, go ahead.
Thank you. The state calls Ms. Wisser as a witness.
Okay, go ahead.
Ma'am,
Yes.
is it true that your children have been visiting the paternal grandfather every weekend?
Yes.
And does Mr. Ruiz ever participate in those visitations?
No, ma'am.
Would you be in agreement with him visiting the children at the paternal grandfather's residence?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
And why is this in the best interest of your children?
Because right now he doesn't have a steady place to be to stay, so I wouldn't know where my kids would be.
Does your excuse me, let me rephrase. The residence of the paternal grandfather, does it have appropriate accommodations for your children?
Yes, it does.
And you've seen these accommodations?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're comfortable with your children spending the night there?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you aware that Mr. Ruiz also has accommodations for the children?
Actually, right now I don't even know where he's staying, so I wouldn't know.
Why is it you believe that he doesn't have a stable residence?
Because he was staying at my house like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and he left my house, and I've been asking him where he was, and he said to not worry about, but that he wasn't that he didn't have any place to stay, and also I have all the messages where he's telling me that.
So 2 weeks ago, he was staying with you because he didn't have anywhere else to stay.
Yes, because he was living with his girlfriend, I believe so, and that day he took the kids, and I think they got in a fight because of my kids being there, and he came and he told me he could stay here at my house, and I told him that I was fine, and he stayed here like for 4 days, I believe so, and then he left my house, and I don't know where he went. I think he had to pay in a hotel room because he didn't have any place.
So because of that, you would prefer that he visit at the paternal grandparents' house, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right. Any other evidence?
The state calls Mr. Ruiz as a witness.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Ruiz, you heard the testimony of Ms. Wisser, correct?
Yes.
Is it true that 2 weeks ago you stayed at her residence because you didn't have anywhere else to go?
Correct. Yes.
Uh, and it's your assertion that you now have a stable residence
Yes.
with accommodations for your children?
Correct. Yes.
How did you attain that in less than 2 weeks when you're not working?
Actually, I had talked to my girlfriend, and she actually told me to come back to the house due to the fact that I didn't have a place to stay. We actually talked about things, and we fixed our differences, I guess you can say.
Is it true that your girlfriend got in a disagreement over your children visiting at the place that you were living with your girlfriend?
Not because of my children, but we did have an argument that day when I left, but it was not because of my kids.
Have your children ever met your girlfriend?
Yes.
Have your children visited at your apartment that you live at with your girlfriend previously?
Yes. Yes.
You believe it's in the best interest of your children to continue visiting at that apartment?
Yes.
And why is that in the best interest of your children?
Well, normally that's where how I see them over the weekend when they stay with me. I mean, they have their own beds here, and then the clothes that they get sent with. I mean, that's the clothes that I use, and I have some for them too.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Okay. Any other evidence or testimony?
No other evidence or testimony.
Mr. Ruiz, where do you live at?
I live in Anthony, New Mexico.
What address?
Anthony, New Mexico.
What address? Street address.
Oh, it's 1139 Longoria.
Is that a house or an apartment?
It's a house.
How many bedrooms does it have?
It has 3.
How long have you lived there?
Not including my separation. I've been here about 6 months.
Okay. What is your objection to visitation taking place at your father's home?
Oh, actually, it's too far. I mean, I understand
You're breaking up, Mr.
that
Ruiz. I
you say
can't,
you
Mr.
bring my
Ruiz,
kids
you're
over here,
breaking up.
but
I
it
can't
will
hear you.
during the weekend.
I couldn't hear what you said, Mr. Ruiz. You're breaking up.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the Sunday. It's almost an hour and 20-minute drive back and
When
forth.
the children- when was the last time you saw the children?
Mm, it was about 2 weeks ago when I was staying over there.
Okay, we were staying over there. What does that mean when you were staying over there?
With her, with Miss Wizar.
Okay.
That was when she let me stay at her place due to
Okay. What is the address for your father's address?
is 1636 Saint Cassian.
How many, is it a house or apartment?
That's a house.
How many bedrooms?
3 as well.
All right, thank you, sir. Ms. Whistler,
Yes.
what is your objection to Mr. Ruiz taking the children and being with him during the visit?
Because actually, well, he didn't have a stable place. I didn't know he was back with his girlfriend. But the last time he took him with his girlfriend's house, I think they got in a fight because of my kids being there. That's what he told me. That she was being kind of rude to the kids on some way. That's why he decided to come to leave the house and come stay at my place.
Okay. And since he left your place, where has he been staying at?
I'm sorry.
When he left your place, where has he been staying at?
The last thing he told me that he had to get in a hotel room because he didn't have any place to go.
Okay. Well, Mr. Ruiz just told me that he's been with his girlfriend for the last 6 months.
Oh, I don't know, because actually I have the messages where he told me that he had to get a hotel room, because he was working here and he was gonna get paid, and he was gonna give me money because he hasn't given me any money, and I told him, I asked him about the money. He said that he had to get a hotel room because he didn't have any place to stay, and I also believe that he was staying at his boss house.
Do you know where the father lives? Where the paternal grandfather lives?
Yes.
Is there any problem with him visiting the children at that address?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. All right, Ms. Kaplan, anything else?
Nothing else from the state at this time, Your Honor. The state
Okay.
defers to the court regarding the contested issue of visitation.
Okay. So we're talking about the standard visitation schedule?
Whatever the court chooses to order regarding visitation, Your Honor.
Why would the standard visitation schedule apply?
Yes, Your Honor. The oldest child was born in 2017, so the standard visitation order would apply. However, Lucia, the younger child, was born in 2018, so she is not yet 3 years old.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Ms. Kaplan, on the referral to the NCP Choices program, is there any problem with him being referred to that program if he doesn't live in the state of Texas, County of El Paso?
Yes, if he doesn't live in El Paso, he may not qualify for the program.
Okay. No, I'm just asking because I don't know if there's any limitation on that the person has to be a resident of the state of Texas. I'll go ahead and still refer him to that NCP Choices program. Okay. go ahead and prepare that referral to that program. All right. For the testimony in this case, I'm going to order the standard visitation schedule. Visitation will be limited to the father's, the paternal father's place. All other matters have been approved by the court. Anything else, Ms. Kaplan?
Yes, Your Honor. Visitation will be limited to the paternal grandfather's residence, which is 1636 Lake Cassiel in El Paso, Texas.
Yes, ma'am.
And will the standard possession order also apply?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. And I hear that there was a geographical restriction to El Paso.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine. That's approved by the court. Okay, Ms. Kaplan, go ahead and prepare the order. I'll sign it just once I receive it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and copies will be sent to the parties once I receive the order and file with the clerk's office. You should receive your copies in the next 2 weeks, I think. Okay. All right. Anything else, Mr. Ruiz, Ms. Wizard, anything else? Any questions or anything?
No, sir.
Okay.
I'm sorry, just one question. He's not allowed to take the kids out of his dad's house, right?
His visitation is at the grandfather's home.
Yes, but he's not allowed to take the kids from there, right?
Unless he's going to take him to have McDonald's or go somewhere else. I mean, kids who want to go somewhere else.
Okay.
I mean, but and since there is a limitation to El Paso County. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, that concludes our hearing. Parties are excused. Thank you all very much.